Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Info TV. Now, if I'm talking quiet, I don't know if you can realize that I am. It's because I kind of recording this at midnight, but you guys will be seeing it probably around sometime at noon. That's why I have a robe on. It's cold. But today we are going to be talking about beginning, the beginning stage of World War II. And so it's easier for me and for you guys. I'm going to be doing it in a slideshow presentation. So, as you can see, what happened in World War. Hang on, back. And we got it's by Info Productions. Alrighty, let's head to the very first one. Alright, I'm going to give you some background knowledge. World War II was the biggest and deadliest war in history. More than 30 countries, sparked by the 1939 Nazi invasion of Poland, the war dragged for 6 bloody years until the Allies defeated the Axis powers of Nazi Germany, Japan, and Italy in 1945. So, and I gave credit to the History Channel because that's where I found it. Now, this is going to be a multi-part series. I'm going to try and get you guys the other part out by next Sunday, hopefully. But also, these numbers, I don't like these numbers. Those 90.9% of you should be subscribed right now. Do it, and you get a cookie. Next. The beginning of World War II. World War II began on September 1st, 1939, when the Nazi Germany invaded Poland on September 2nd, 1939. The United Kingdom and France declared war on Nazi Germany. When this happened, the leader of Nazi Germany, Adolf Hitler, then began running bombing campaigns over the UK and invaded France. Now, this is a very rough draft of it, because before that, Nazi Germany invaded Poland. Then they went and took over the Netherlands, Belgium, Austria. Italy was their ally. Italy was invading Africa, and Hitler had to go help Italy out a bunch. Then Hitler also tried to invade the USSR. That didn't work out too well for him. But what happened before that was the UK was getting bomb runs. France was invaded and taken under control. Yep, and I said it down here. The invasion French. Invasion of French was it was a good move and a good win, because then everyone thought that there was no stopping Nazi Germany until Hitler opened up a war on two fronts. Is that the next slide? Is that what it's about? Anyway, during it, Hitler allied himself with the USSR. Joseph Stalin, the leader of the USSR at the time. What ended up happening was Hitler, as he was attacking to westward and attacking the UK, he then turned around and launched Operation Barbarossa. Operation Barbarossa was meant to attack all of was meant to push in and take out the USSR. Hitler had 3 million soldiers, the largest land invasion in history. He launched into the USSR. Now, obviously, Joseph Stalin was not expecting this. No one was. So they made it pretty far until what ended up happening was army battalions began breaking off, but that wasn't the big problem. The big problem was winter. Hitler thought that he would have taken all of the USSR before winter. But as we know, invading Russia does not work out well. Just by looking at history, it doesn't work out well. There wasn't the brightest crayon in the box. He also, Mr. Hitler, made himself the leader of his military command. He made himself the leader of the entire military because during this, all of his men were dying, and his advisors and his staff, the Nazi Party, wanted to bring them back home and accept defeat from the USSR. So Hitler fired a big majority of his Nazi Party and made himself the leader and commander of his entire army. By doing this, he didn't make the best decisions. Because he didn't make the best decisions, most of his men died, and Joseph Stalin began pushing them farther and farther back to their home. Here is just a bit of a map of what the USSR held, and then this is everything that Germany held. Italy is the an ally of Nazi Germany, and Imperial Japan is as well, or was, but they're over here somewhere. But to give you an idea, the USSR then teamed up with the Allies and pushed all the way. The USSR moved in, swung into Belgium, marched down. The Red Army marched down Belgium and attacked. And their mission was to bring Hitler back to Joseph Stalin. But Hitler took the exit ticket out of life a little too early, and they didn't get his body because he was kind of burnt. But anyway, if you see right over here in France, the Allies launched an invasion on Beach Normandy, or D-Day. They launched in because it wasn't heavily militarized. They launched in, they took France back, they liberated France. Over here in, you can't really see Africa, but they pushed Italy and Nazi Germany out. Everyone was pushed back right here. We pushed into Germany as much as possible, and it didn't end here. It ended for Europe, but it did not end for America. Keep in mind, during when the U.S. got into World War II, it was when Imperial Japan bombed Pearl Harbor, launching the U.S. into the war. We fought very bloody battles, taking back islands that Imperial Japan took. It was a very costly for us, and the only way that Imperial Japan surrendered was after we dropped 2 atomic bombs on them. One over Hiroshima, the other over Nagasaki. After doing this, the Emperor of Japan signed a peace treaty, and they surrendered. But now we're best friends with them. We basically have a Asia NATO going on. But that's a topic for another day. I hope you all have enjoyed this video. It's a little confusing, yes. Are you still gonna watch it? Yes. And if you made it this far, please subscribe to the channel. You can find me over at TikTok at info.tv13. You can also find my podcast at The Info Show. It's also linked at the channel. Hope you have had a good day, and I will talk to you later. Bye bye.